third largest Chinatown in the United States in population, in concentration of population. The neighborhood dates back to the 1870s. It was, for a long time, largely Chinese American. Since the 1970s, the Vietnam War years, it's really been Southeast Asia. But take a look on the right here. The Chinese Friendship Gate, right here on the right. 44 feet tall, many tons in weight, very elaborate design, and no nails or screws bind together the many pieces of what's a big jigsaw puzzle. That gate was a gift from the city of Shenzhen, Philadelphia's sister city in the People's Republic of China, sent to us as a gift back in 1984. Today, about 4.5% of the population of the city of Philadelphia, citizens of Asian background. The Pennsylvania Convention Center comes up here on the right side. This is the most expensive building ever built by the state of Pennsylvania. $625 million when it was completed in 1992, and now they're putting $700 million more into it to increase its capacity about 50%, because Philadelphia must, in times ahead, be able to compete with the other major convention cities in our nation. Philadelphia recognized about 25 years ago, 30 years ago, that conventions and tourism were going to be a very vital part of the future economy of our town. And this convention center, the biggest investment of all. You know, I forget the convention center. Not anybody who's particularly well known. I think it's actually there's a few firms that worked on it. But if you're, I'll try to point out some famous architectural buildings, though, if that's of interest to you. Now, Philadelphia is the great mural city, the great wall painting city in our nation by far. We have about 2,800 large-scale, professionally painted murals in our town. And here's one right here on the left that honors our horticultural society. Show a little bit more stuff. But the Horticultural Society of Pennsylvania runs the most popular event in Philadelphia every year. In the first week of March at the Convention Center, we hold the largest indoor flower show in the world. And that usually draws about 500,000 or more people early March. And except in years when our country is celebrating a big birthday, like in 1976, our 200th birthday, or a couple of summers ago, Philadelphia was one of the hosts of the Live Aid concert, and so that was a bigger event. But normally that flower show is the biggest event. Now, we're going to turn on the Broad. If we went right on the Broad, about a mile down we get to Temple University. That's a major university in town. But we're driving towards Philadelphia City Hall right now. We're going to go around. We're not going to go around City Hall. The right lane's good because we're going to end up getting back in that direction. But I just wanted to do some stuff. One of the oldest, grandest Masonic temples in the Eastern world, dating back to 1873, here on the left, is getting a lot of work done on it. So we can't show you the glory of the architecture, but it's a really cool place to visit. The Masonic Temple dates back to 1873. That's Ben Franklin at his printing press. Ben Franklin made his fortune here in Philadelphia. He came here at the age of 17. He actually was from and grew up in Boston, but he came here at 17 and had learned the printing trade from his older half brother, and he made his fortune as a printer. This is Philadelphia City Hall here on the left side. Right behind that bus. You're going to just follow that double-decker, but you can get right behind it and follow. This is good. I know it's going to take our roof. But if you look back, and I'm going to try to get you some other views, because Philadelphia City Hall, that's the largest city government building in the United States and one of the largest in the world. There was a time. They began building that building in 1871. Can you see to the top of the building? I don't know if you guys can, but you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll get you some views. But I want you to see, on the very top of our City Hall is a statue of our founder, William Penn. And it's 38 feet tall. It's the largest statue you'll find on the top of a building in the world. That's Frank Rizzo, the mayor of our city. That guy waving to you there on the right side. Frank Rizzo was the first Italian-American to rise to the highest office in our city, the mayor's office. He became the mayor in the 1970s, but he was rather well known back in the 1960s, a very turbulent period in U.S. history, the 1960s. He was our police commissioner, and he was a kind of a no-nonsense law and order guy.